Gypsy Rose and her boyfriend Ken are clapping back at some of the things that people have been accusing them of online. People have been saying that she's lying about the fact that she is pregnant. There's always something when it's come to Gypsy, but it's been a while since we talked about her. So we're gonna get into how they kind of address that drama, plus some things that Ryan had said right before taking this break from being on TikTok Live. For a while there, it seemed like every week Ryan was going live multiple times to talk about Gypsy, her boyfriend Ken, her family, the reality show. But ever since the school year started, he's kind of quieted down a little bit. But before he left, there were some things that he was saying. So we're going to be talking about everything that is going on. But before we get into anything, I want to let you guys know that I'm going on a trip soon. The flight is going to be over 10 hours long, so I'm going to be spending a lot of time on this plane ride. But I want to tell you that I found the perfect thing to keep me distracted for the entire flight, and I'm talking about Screw Jam. Screw Jam is a super fun and challenging puzzle game where you remove and match screws to progress through levels. There's a lot of strategies to this, but it's easy to pick up, I promise, because things are too difficult, I cannot do them, but this is actually fun. You're gonna collect screws as you play and use them to build a city, which is so satisfying, let me tell you. I've already been playing it just when I'm laying in bed, so I already know when I'm stuck on this plane, I'm gonna wanna be playing this. And I love that you don't need Wi-Fi to play this game, because a lot of games you need Wi-Fi and this one you don't, which is why I know I'm going to be playing it in the sky. So download Screw Jam today. You guys can use the link in the description box, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. It's already got a 4.7 star rating on the App Store. So download Screw Jam for free. And for those of you that use my link, you will get 3 hours of infinite life and 100 coins to help you breeze through the early levels. Again, click the link in my description or scan the QR code to download Screw Jam today. And thank you to Screw Jam for sponsoring today's video. Let's get into the news of Gypsy Rose. It's been over a month since the last time I talked about Gypsy Rose, and you guys, people are still thinking she's out here scamming everyone about this pregnancy. Despite the fact that Gypsy has been giving constant pregnancy updates on social media to prove to people that she's actually pregnant, the comments have not stopped accusing her of lying about it all. People have said, what if this is one of those pregnancies that's all in your head? It's weird how sometimes you look pregnant and sometimes you don't. Definitely doesn't look pregnant like she's been trying to portray. This is not what allegedly 5 months pregnant looks like. Recently, she shared her 22-week update on YouTube to give just some more proof to people that she is in fact actually pregnant, whether they want to believe it or not, making sure to include a clip of her bump at the end of the video.
Hey everybody, so it's a brand new week. So this week I am 22 weeks pregnant. Are manageable. Overall, I think that I have a very good pregnancy. I like to say that I'm blessed that things are going so well. So it was a relief to know that she's developing normally. It's a relief to know that I'm healthy as the mother. And overall, like, it's going really good. So thank y'all so much for watching my pregnancy update, and stay tuned for more.
And her boyfriend Ken has been throwing some shade at the haters, as they've very clearly seen the comments about all of this. He posted an Instagram story the other day showing Gypsy's bump off and said, "The haters will say this is AI, 23 weeks." Now, aside from the baby bump drama going on with Gypsy, there's a whole other conversation people are having around her name right now, and it has to do with a ring on her boyfriend Ken's certain finger. Recently, people had noticed that in an Instagram photo posted of the two of them, Ken was wearing a ring on his ring finger, and those online were very curious about what this all meant, since last time anyone checked, her and Ken were not engaged and they can't get married because she's still technically married to Ryan Anderson. But according to TMZ, they wrote, "Our sources say the promise ring is a symbol Gypsy is committed to their relationship and their new family with their baby girl on the way, and it also represents their love." Now, in terms of a ring for Gypsy, TMZ also reported, "No ring for Gypsy, at least not yet. We're told the couple doesn't feel it's appropriate for her to wear a ring on that finger until after her divorce from Ryan Anderson is finalized." And speaking of Ryan, the last time we talked about him, he was throwing all kinds of shade towards Ken, saying Gypsy would be with him again if she wasn't pregnant. And he was also calling out Ken for not having a job and the fact that he's about to be a dad.
Like, Gypsy's pregnant, right? Why doesn't the dude have a job? Does the dude have a job yet? Like, Ken, you got a job yet? I mean, well, you held a job and what, you lost it? And you quit or something? Like, what's the deal? I mean, get a job, bruh. You think you about to be a daddy, but you ain't got no damn job? What a joke. You just gonna live off Gypsy forever? Do I honestly believe that if Gypsy wasn't pregnant, would she be back with me? Possibly. You want my honest opinion? Possibly.
Now, for those of you who might have forgotten, Ryan is a teacher, so he had plenty of time this summer to get on TikTok Live and let everyone know how he was feeling whenever something was coming out about Ken and Gypsy. He gave constant updates on Live, but ever since the school year started, he has kind of cooled off a bit from going live. I don't know if it really is the school year having his schedule just a little bit more packed, or if he realized he was saying just a little too much, but he's been rather quiet for the most part, which has honestly been for the best because it was getting really messy there for everyone, and Ryan was getting a lot of backlash as well for continuing to talk about Gypsy when she's very clearly moved on. But the last time he went live was almost a month ago, and when he did, he said he was trying to not be mean online, but that he did have a certain video idea that he was hinting at making that was about Gypsy or Ken.
I have an idea for a video that I'm gonna do. Like, it'll probably be a video where I talk smack though, so I'm kind of curious if I'm gonna do it or not. I'm trying not to be mean. Oh, please, people want me to do a mean video, be mean? Of course y'all want me to be mean. Like, y'all would love if I was being mean. I might do it, but who do you think it's gonna be directed at? Gypsy or Ken? Let's do a poll.
So far, the video hasn't come out, so maybe he decided it was better off keeping whatever he was about to say online to himself. But he was really playing into the idea a month ago about making this mean video, and also tossed out the idea of maybe this mean video being about Gypsy's stepmom, Christy, noting that he can't stand her and Ken, and later ended up calling Christy crusty.
Who should I be mean to more? Ken red, Christy blue. Let's do Ken and Christy. So those are the ones I can't stand. Ken red, Christy blue. Who should I do a video about and be mean? If I'm gonna do a mean one. I dislike them both, honestly. But whatever. Do a mean video about Krusty. That's probably who my target was gonna be. I'm just joking.
He later went on to talk about the reasons that he doesn't like Christy, which if you watch the reality show, then you know exactly why he doesn't like her, because she played a very big role in getting Ken and Gypsy back together. She was in communication with Ken and was telling Gypsy that he was saying all these things about her and was really pushing for them to reconnect. So Ryan, who was obviously married to Gypsy and still is right now, seeing all of this go down on the show, just felt really hurt by the fact that her stepmom was advocating for her to be with this other guy instead of the guy that she was married to. And so on Live, he was calling her out for this.
Why don't I like Christy? Really? Have many reasons not to like her. She, yeah, I blame her for a lot. I blame her a lot. You know, she knew what she was doing. Like, she's conniving and manipulating worse. You know, whatever.
At one point, Ryan was even spilling some things, mentioning that he feels he got the short end of things here and that he was there for Gypsy when no one else was, even Christy.
You think I deserve what I got? Do you think I got a raw end of a stick? Because I guarantee you, I deserve way better. You know, it's funny, I was there for when nobody was. You know, it's funny to me that I think about certain things, like, it's funny looking there because, like, I've got texts from back in the day where I was actually texting Christy like, hey, Gypsy's been calling you for 2 weeks and you haven't been in touch with her. Like, what's the deal? You all right? And yet she's there for her. Down. Wasn't there in prison that much. I had to friggin' reach out and be like, hey, Gypsy's tried to call you for 2 weeks. Where you been? So I just think it's funny that who cares? Who cares? I mean, who cares? It's over. I mean, who cares? It's just funny to me that she forgot the real dude that was there for her.
And he talked about how it's things like this that just make it hard to get over the situation, even though everyone is constantly telling him to. But like I said, it does seem like he has decided to kind of take that step back, as he hasn't said anything crazy in recent times, which is probably just the overall best for everyone. I mean, there's a baby on the way. Everyone has just got to move it on along and not get too crazy airing everyone out. Even though Ryan did make a joke on the same live when he was talking about all of this that, you know, what if he ended up being the father? Could you just imagine? Could you just imagine?
Wouldn't that be like so like embarrassing if I was the dad? That would be embarrassing because they've done reveal parties, they've done all this stuff. That would be crazy if I was the dad. Like, that would be crazy. Like, I would love to see the egg on their face just be like,
it would truly just be the most insane thing, but Ryan has denied being the father, and Gypsy has said the timelines don't match up of how far along she is to when she was with Ryan, and there was just no way that he was the father, but he still legally has to do a paternity test when the baby is born. But that is just a crazy statement for him to be saying. But that is what has been going on with Gypsy, how she's been trying to shut down the haters who have denied her actually being pregnant. And that was the latest thing that Ryan had said on social media about her. Let me know what you guys think about all of this, all the ongoing drama that has happened. But before we end today's video, I want to say once again, thank you to ScrewJam for sponsoring today's video. Once again, you can use the link in my description or you can scan the QR code on the screen. And for those of you that use my link, you will get 3 hours of infinite life and 100 coins to help you breeze through the early levels. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.